Short taps mean stay, long strokes mean go. Hands off the floor when I touch you real slow. Body sending signals like a real churro. I'm locked in, baby, tapped in like Morse code. Dot, dot, dash, got you moving all in sync. Why you yelling at me when you ride it on the sink? Ain't no capping, baby girl, you already know. I'm tapped in like Morse code.
Hey, what's going on, people? Hope everyone's doing well and that you've all been good. Welcome back to watching another POV with me. I sort of feel like I need to stop saying welcome back to another POV. It seems like it's getting a little bit repetitive and it's kind of what everybody says. I'm not too sure. I'm going to try to switch that one up going forward. We'll see how that works. Anyway, we're out with the Sony a7 IV today and we're shooting on the Sigma 24-70 lens. As the title already said, we are over in Canary Wharf. It's a place that I've not shot for a little while, to be fair, and I think it's one of those sort of underrated places when it comes to street photography. This was kind of off the back of a different video which you're going to see coming out in the next couple of weeks, which should hopefully be an interesting one, to be fair. So while I was doing that, I thought I'd capture another sort of POV as I was going along my route, which is what's going on here. In terms of the shoot, there wasn't really anything planned for this one. I'd basically finished wrapping up what I was doing previous and I was on my way to basically heading back. It makes sense to continue shooting some photography on your way, and that's pretty much what I did here. Usually these days I try and have something in mind of what I'm going to be capturing or shooting, whether I would be sticking to a particular theme or concept or whatever. This particular one, as I've already said, I haven't. Like, I'm literally walking on my way back, seeing what captures my eye, if there's anything at all really. I know Canary Wharf fairly well, I would say, but a lot of it is pretty much along the same sort of route. I haven't really ventured off of the beaten track of Canary Wharf, which is something that I do need to try and do a bit more in future. But for what I'm doing here, for the fact that I'm basically heading back to the train station to come home, I'm just sticking to the normal sort of route and seeing what captures my eye. Things started off pretty slowly to begin with. I mean, the first few images that you've already seen on screen, I mean, they weren't nothing to write home about. But then once I got into this area here, things started picking up a little bit more for me. There was quite a few interesting sort of pockets of light. The buildings are obviously quite nice. When it comes to shooting them, I love having the symmetrical sort of elements of things. I like having the reflections. It was good to see that the fountain had water in it again. I mean, if you're from London and you head into Canary Wharf, you know that sometimes over the summer they drain that fountain and there's actually no water in there. So to have that back is a good little touch. So tried capturing a couple of images around this spot here and just going with the flow with it, really. I mean, it is what it is when it comes to taking shots. You just kind of got to look and see what's going on and see if anything interesting is happening. In all honesty, nothing interesting is actually happening, but it's a case of just, well, for me at the time, trying to use what light I had and seeing what I could get. And since I mentioned light, I suppose I've kind of got to tell you about how I managed to fuck up my camera settings on the evening and basically have to recover or salvage a lot of the images in this POV. The way that my a7 IV is set up is I've got 3 custom dials, 1, 2 and 3, and they're set up in a certain sort of way. I have my ISO set to a point where it's at a minimum and a high, and for some reason my high was set to the highest ISO setting. So obviously as I'm taking shots, as I'm going along where it's nighttime, my ISO was automatically shooting at the highest possible ISO it could. I've said ISO a hell of a lot of times just now. What that meant is a lot of these photos had grain, noise, basically a lot of them looked a little bit crap. When it came to editing these, I had to use a little bit of AI in some of them to just try and take a lot of that grain out of it to where, well, from where that ISO was going way too high. Now, I don't know what other people think about using AI to do things when it comes to photography. I know there's a lot of people, or there are people out there that think that a photo should be exactly as it is as shot and you shouldn't be using AI to do anything. For me, personally, if there's an image that I've got and I could take some of the noise out of it, then I'll do that. If there's some distracting sort of elements in a photo that I can use AI to help me get rid of, then I'll use that. I personally wouldn't go overboard to the point where you're completely taking a photo and making it completely something else. But instead of using, like clone stamp in Photoshop, if I can use AI to do it, then I will, because I'm not that skilled in Photoshop. So to me, it's a helping hand, but I will try and keep a photo as pure as I can, try and get it right first time round and not have to deal with that sort of thing. But yeah, when it comes to using noise and taking some of the noise out of a photo, I've got no qualms with doing that. But I guess that's a conversation for another day, or whether people want to talk about it in the comments or whatnot. That's up to you guys. But it will be interesting to know your thoughts. But if you want to know the maddest thing, after saying all of that, there are actually a few shots in here where I actually put grain back into the photo. So make that make sense.
Look, we tastemakers, groundbreakers, we crown shakers. Moved outside the margin, we're writing, that's how we found paper. Hustle nature, since we was riding back on the scooter razors. Had no stable footage since then, I've been the earthquaker. Brown sugar and cinnamon, don't think that I'm the greatest, I just settle for the synonyms. Hey, they wonder what's got it into him. I took a couple losses, I'm trying to win again and win again and win again. I ain't taking minimums, my destiny was written in. Coming with a different scent, coming with a different stench. Smelling like greatness and I spread every day, that's the latest. The world been moving crazy all around me. I was hiding in my feelings, then you found me. I'm just too aware of my surroundings, looking at the blessings I've been counting. The world been moving crazy all around me. I was hiding in my feelings, then you found me. I'm just too aware of my surroundings. I've been looking at the blessings I've been counting. Look, I've been counting my blessings, but still stuck in my thoughts. Here I go, stuck in my head again. Daily I've been looking for some peace, what would you recommend? Have a couple drinks, go to sleep, then reset again. That's everything I'm better than, but everything I'm used to. Sticking to the basics got me looking for a new glue, looking for a new crew, looking for a new outlet that doesn't sacrifice my self-respect. I don't know all the steps that I'm taking, still walking through it. Hope I find a shawty that really listens and talk me through it. Oftentimes we end up smashing and loving lust. They asking for my heart, don't give it, it's hard to trust. Consider that a plus, and minus the complications. Feel like everyone's the same, internet mutations. While all the weak get the highest of the praises. Man, this messing with my patience. The world been moving crazy all around me. I was hiding in my feelings, then you found me. I'm just too aware of my surroundings, looking at the blessings I've been counting. The world been moving crazy all around me. I was hiding in my feelings, then you found me. I'm just too aware of my surroundings. I've been looking at the blessings I've been counting.
So just to give you a bit of a catch up on what's sort of been happening since I last spoke in this video, as I was walking towards my station, I came across this other station along my route, and it's one that I've never noticed or come across throughout all my time in Canary Wharf. I believe it's probably because this is a bit of a route that I don't normally walk down, so there's that to take into consideration. Anyway, I dipped in there and I really liked the vibe and the look of what was going on. The only downside was there wasn't really a lot of activity, there weren't too many people. I mean, even when people were getting off the trains and coming into the station, there weren't a lot of them. So in terms of images, where it comes to capturing people, there wasn't a lot of that to be had. So I've done the best that I could with the environment. The environment was pretty cool in how it looked. I'm going to say aesthetic. You could get quite a few symmetry shots in there. If there were more people, there was a lot more shots to be had. I mean, just with the simple ones that I did capture with people in there, I thought they were pretty cool. So it's somewhere that I'm going to keep in mind the next time I go around there, and maybe there'll be a bit more activity and things to look forward to in future. And I guess to follow on from that is to remember that not everywhere that you go to is going to have the look or quality or the amount of people or aesthetic or whatever that is that you're looking for in street photography at the time. Sometimes you just have to park that one back and think about going there another time and continue to go there until you get what it is that you're trying to capture. Not everything is going to happen the first time round. If it does, count that as a win. It's a bonus. You were definitely in luck that day. 9 times out of 10, you're not always going to be in luck, and yeah, just got to remember that. I know that there's plenty of times where I've seen a location or been to a place and thought, yep, I can get something here, but on the day it's just absolutely shit, or you go there thinking, yeah, this is going to be the day for it, and it's still completely shit. So always remember, go back another time, keep going, and at some point you're going to capture something. But yeah, we are now coming towards the end of the video. Not many shots left. I'm not going to do the usual talking about liking and commenting. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody here is grown. You know what you want to do, and if you want to do it, I don't need to tell you that. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, but until the next one, guys, peace.